Hi YouTube. Hope you're having a great day. Today I want to tell you about a way to deal with something traumatic that's happened in your past or something that continues to bother you. You might notice that if you think about it, you feel really anxious, or maybe you're having some trouble sleeping, or maybe something's really bothering you, and you can pinpoint it to a certain event or something that happened. Some people are really reluctant to go and get talk therapy, and that's completely fine. Some people don't like talking to a counselor. They feel like it brings it back up, and they don't feel ready for that. And if this is something that you want to try and manage on your own, you can with a science-backed writing protocol. So it's not just a matter of keeping a journal, it's actually a process. So I've heard about this process a couple of times, but the way that it's described best in full is on the Dr. Andrew Huberman podcast. So you can go and listen to that in full if you like. There's a really long podcast episode. So if you have the time and the patience to listen to that, and I have done that and I found it really helpful to listen to the podcast, and I have used this exact process to process things in my past where they've hung around and I felt them in my body. So if you would like some help with this, then you can watch this video. And if you find this information helpful, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel. Please like the video, share it with someone who you think might benefit from it. The protocol is based on research originally done by a psychologist called Dr. James Pennebaker, and you can go and look up some of that research if you're interested. But it's a very simple process. It involves 4 sessions of writing. And those sessions of writing can be between 15 and 30 minutes. It's your choice. You choose if you want to write for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, and you want to do 4 sessions of writing. Now, if you want to get it done quickly, you can do it in consecutive days. So you choose the next 4 days and you say, at some point in each of these 4 days, I'm going to write for 15 to 30 minutes on the topic of what happened. Or if you feel like that might be too much, you can space it out. You can do it one every week if you want to, within a month. So if you want to space it out, that's okay as well. And in those 15 minutes, your job is to write about what happened, what you can remember about what happened. You want to write down how you felt at the time and how you feel about it now, so any emotions that you feel. And you also want to write down any connections or links that kind of pop up into your mind regarding the incident. And you don't have to really understand those links and connections. You just want to write it down. So when you're doing this writing, this is not for anyone to read. This is not even for you to read back. You don't even have to read it again. Don't worry about punctuation, grammar, full stops. You just want to keep writing. Make yourself keep writing for the time that you've chosen, 15 minutes. So set a timer for 15 minutes or 30 minutes. And at the end of it, you can just throw your writing away. This writing isn't to be shared with anyone. That's definitely a disclaimer. This writing is just for you. Definitely recommend throwing it out. You definitely don't want to be sharing it with someone who may have been a part of this event. That is not what this is for. So make sure you don't share it with someone who might not receive it so well. So that's just a little disclaimer. So you do this 4 times in a row, and the science shows that this helps reduce anxiety, improve sleep, and helps you if you've got something that's going on in your mind and you can feel that it's continuing to affect you today. And if we think about how this works, I think that, the conscious mind has thoughts and ideas popping up, but we also have the subconscious mind. So we don't have to understand how it all works. It's like, I like to think about when you have a strange dream, and sometimes the dream is so strange, and you remember the dream and you think, what is this dream trying to tell me? And you don't even have to really understand, but your brain has processed something in that by having that dream. So our mind is a very complex thing. So just trust the process, go through the protocol. I hope you find it helpful. I've definitely used this successfully, and I can tell you on the other side that, I feel lighter. I've moved on from it, and I don't feel such a, sense of dread when I think back on that occasion. It reminds me of, there's one one of Jordan Peterson's Rules for Life. So he's obviously got 2 books, 12 Rules for Life, and another one, 12 More Rules for Life. And one of those is, if something bothers you, write it down in full. Yeah, so in this book, which is Beyond Order, 12 More Rules for Life, chapter 9 is, if old memories still upset you, write them down carefully and completely. So it's actually a thing. You know, some people may have kept a journal in the past. Maybe they've kept a gratitude journal or a journal and they don't believe that this will help. If you are desperate and you feel like something's bothering you, then please try this process. And Dr. Peterson often references Dr. James Pennebaker and the analysis he's done of writing. So I hope you found that helpful. You know, if this video helps one person, then I've done my job today. As I said at the beginning, if you found this helpful, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video and let me know in the comments if you've tried writing, if you've tried this specific protocol, and let me know if you find it and if you find it helpful. Also, if you do the protocol and it brings up any kind of feelings or you need to get some more help, then obviously please do reach out for help. This is not a crisis kind of intervention. This is something that you do in the aftermath when something's hanging around a bit longer than you feel like it should. Always, if in doubt, call the doctor, go and see someone, get some help. So we don't want you continuing to suffer. Make sure you reach out and get some help if you need it. Okay, and as I tell people who I work with as counseling clients, it's annoying that this is your problem, but it is your problem. And unfortunately, you have to deal with the problem. And hopefully this writing protocol will help you. All right, great to see you today, everyone. I hope you're having a good week. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye, YouTube.